Hey, welcome back. It's time for me to decide what to put on my pedal board. So in order to do that, I've decided to put a large series of pedals through the paces and let them decide for themselves which ones of them are going to be on my board. So today I've set up one pedal board, one iteration of a pedal board with 8 different overdrive pedals, and I'm going to compare them through a series of videos and see which ones I like. And hopefully you can join me on this little journey and see which ones you like too. This all came about basically because of a recent purchase of a Boss ES-8, which has allowed me to do some neat comparisons of things, changing the order of things, and putting things through a really clean sort of signal chain to my amp. So I've decided I'm going to use it, and I'm going to help myself decide which ones will go on my board in the end. Okay, so this is the Boss ES-8 over here. This is the pedal board. I'm working with a pedal train. It's a PT2, or anyway, number 2 of the pedal train series. So as you can see, the Boss ES-8 takes up quite a bit of room. So I don't think you could use anything a lot smaller than that if you wanted to use one of these things. I'm still not sure if I'm going to use this as a switcher in a live rig or not. I might make a smaller board that's much simpler and then use this board with a very specific set of pedals just for specific gigs. All right. Anyway, this is my guitar we're going to be using for this test at the beginning. Anyway, I might use another guitar as well, but this one I'll give you the lowdown on it and explain why. This is a dual humbucker guitar. Looks like some other guitars that are very famous, and it's also made by a famous company, but it's not their expensive version. And this has these humbuckers, which have 2 coils here and 2 coils here. So the sound is, that's a fabulous sound. Okay, come out of here, and I can split the coils with this right here. So you pull this, push this. Okay, my final tone knob probably for this pickup is actually a coil splitting universal coil split. Okay, so when I'm down here on this pickup, it sounds like this. If I pull it, much lighter sound, and it's a little more, I guess, defined. I don't know, but anyway, it's a lighter sound anyway. This one, move up to here, so it's this one. Now I've got this nice jazzy, you know, nice round kind of sound. And when I pull it, of course, it's a much lighter kind of sound, but still kind of a nice bluesy sound that people like a lot. Okay, and in the middle, so it's a nice kind of another round, well-rounded sound. Okay, when I pull it, okay, so lighter and maybe almost more of an acoustic-y sound. Okay, so that's why I've decided to use this, because I can get 6 sounds out of this. I can show you at least, well, I'm not going to use 6 probably, but I'll show you at least 4 of the sounds for each of the pedals and see how they react to it. Okay, one of the things that a lot of people do when they make pedal videos like this is they take a guitar and then they play 2 or 3 guitars with a song to show you those sounds. But what I'm going to do is a bit simpler. I'm going to turn on a pedal, and then I'm going to do some specific tests of specific sounds that I want to know if I can play and want to know how the guitar reacts to that. Okay, so the, you know, chaka chaka sounds, those kinds of sounds, just to show you how they react, okay, and compare them to each other. So in these 8 pedals here, some of them have a certain mid-range quality to them. Some of them have sort of a lot of overtones, which are similar, and others are different. Some of them are quite simpler, some of them are quite complex. So I'm going to compare them in later videos based on how similar I think they are to each other. Okay, maybe it's going to be hard for you to tell the difference, and then you can search on your own, and see which ones you prefer based on the price you can get. Okay, but all of these are somewhat boutique-y. So none of them is extremely cheap, but you know, they're for making some serious noises. So there you go. All right, so let's take a look at this. So we've got my guitar. Guitar goes into this. This is a junction box where you plug cords in. All right, so you can plug them in. It's always there. It makes it quite easy to plug in and plug out when you go to a gig, for example. So all you have to do is plug in here and you're good to go. Otherwise, you're messing with cables and stuff all over the place, okay? So this goes into the ES-8. Then the ES-8 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buttons here. It can do more, but don't worry about that now. So I've got each of these pedals running to one of those buttons for this setup. You can change the setup entirely, but for this setup, it's quite simple. That's all I'm going to do, okay? So the first one is this full tone OCD, which sounds like this. Nice. Okay? So one more time. Okay? The second pedal I'm going to use is called an XTS. That's the Exact Tone Solutions is the name of the company. And it's the Precision Multi-Drive by them. Okay. So earlier I was talking about sort of mid-range quality. So if you listen to this, then you listen to this one. It's very different, right? Okay? It's kind of a cleaner sound than the first one, but not better. It's cleaner for sure. All right. Then the next one, number 3, is this wonderful pedal over here by J Rocket Audio Designs, which is the J-Rad Dude. All right. And this is on number 3. So. Okay. Then we go. Number 4 is the Dual Fusion by Wampler Pedals. It's the Tom Quayle Signature Overdrive. If you have a chance to check out Tom, please do. Tom Quayle, he's on YouTube. He's one of the guys who made a video to explain how to use this Boss ES-8, which is a fantastic series of 2 or 3 videos and helped me out a lot, which is one of the reasons I bought this thing. All right? Anyway. Okay. Now, the next one, we go to number 5. And 5 is over there. It's that lighter colored, very pearly, absolutely gorgeous Dumb Kudo by Tanabe. So Tanabe.tv makes the Dumb Kudo. And it's got 3 different colors. Let me just change that. So there, you get different colors on this LED there. Okay? Let's go with the red. No, red's the lightest one. Let's go with blue. Okay? So blue's number 5 here. Okay? That's the Dumb Kudo by Tanabe TV. Then number 6 is this yellow monster over here, which is the King Bee by Walker. I think they're from Russia. All right, number 6. Okay, then we go to the next one over here, which is the ODR1 by Nobles. All right, and I think the pedal's actually made in China, but it was designed somewhere else, fancy. So I think it was designed in the States or in Europe or somewhere. And it's very, very famous in certain circles in around Nashville. A lot of session players apparently use it. People really like it. Here we go. Clean sound. Okay, so that's that. Finally, number 8 over there is the King of Tone by Analog Man, which if you want, you have to wait for. If you order now online, you will get it, I don't know, next year. So 2017. All right. It takes 8 to 10 months, I think, for them to build one of these things because they build it with care. It's a beautiful thing. All right. Anyway, here we go. Analog Man, King of Tone. Okay. So we have our 8 pedals. We have some of them making very, very similar sounds. I think a lot of them are making very similar sounds right now. When I do individual comparisons, I'm going to try to compare them by making them sound different from each other, but starting off with a neutral tone that sounds similar. All right, so we've got these wonderful 8 pedals, we've got this guitar, and we've got the Boss ES-8, which is putting them all together, and hopefully it's going to make a beautiful thing for me in the future. Stay tuned.